Welcome back to Yellowhammer. I'm Connor, and I'm in dire need of a haircut, but we're trying to build a car here and do a lot with it. I'm foregoing a haircut now to keep the budget for that, but we're going to be working on the car yet again, and we're going to be doing kind of more of a track mod for it. I'll give you the detail for that here in a moment. But we hit, I got the car in October of 2022. We hit 20K, well, we're a hair below 20K, but good enough. It had 15K on it when I bought it. We hit 20K nearly, and got the good oil in it now. No more motorcraft, and will never be any more motorcraft in that motor again. But let me go ahead and let y'all in on what we're going to be doing. Alright, right here we've got our Ford open lug nut. I did go ahead and buy 20. They come 5 to a pack. Part number right there for you if you need it. I'll have everything linked down below too. And we've got a little bit of ARP. It'll be a longer stud for the wheel, and got 5 to pack, got 2 of them. We only have to do the front. I'm not going to give away what wheel and tire combo we're going to buy yet, but that'll be happening the weekend from now. Yeah, but again, part number for that too if you need it. Everything will be linked below, part number, torque for everything, and yada yada yada. But we'll have that up on the video too. But before I do anything, I have to get the car up in the air again. I am in dire need of the lift in here for all the work that I've been doing lately. I did oil and gear oil in the Hyundai. Not too bad to do that, but a lift definitely would have been better. Again, did oil in that one. We're about to do that mod now, and yeah. But I'm gonna get the car up in the air and get it going. I'll go ahead and take the front wheel off on the left and right, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're back the following morning here. Got the car up in the air with the front left and front right wheel off of it. Then go ahead and put the open lug on the back. I'm kind of a fan of the way them look. I think they look better than the keyed lug that I had on there before, but we got to get them torqued down and everything yet here on the back. But back being relatively complete, I don't have to have a longer one for the back for what I'm doing, but we're going to be leaving them be. And I've heard that doing the back can be a lot more work, but we're only going to be worried about the front. Now, I would have already been further, but I had to go and pick that up right here. I didn't have a big enough bit, and it'll be that one right here, a T60 for the bolt on the back of the caliper, top and bottom. You turn the lighting up here, that way you can make out what I'm talking about. But it'll be that one right there, and that one right there. And I'm going to go ahead and get them taken off, and we'll get the caliper hung up. I do recommend you can do whatever method you want to, but I am going to recommend probably 2 of whatever you're going to do. The caliper will be very heavy, and I'll probably hang it up by that with both of them. And we're going to get that taken off now, and I'll bring you back after that. And now we got the caliper hanging by the coil and the rotor back here behind. Yep. And now we're going to move on to taking off the hub, and you got one there, one there, one there, and one there. And but before we take off the hub, we're going to take off our little thing here. I can't think of the name of it now, but that'll be right there. And now that we got the bolt out for that, I'm going to clean that up later. And you can kind of make out that now. I'll turn the thing up a little bit, but there will be that. Pull that out, tuck that away, that way it don't get harmed. Now you got your 18mm, and that'll be for the hub bolt, all 4 of them. And now we've got the hub out, very dirty, and I'll let you look at that too. I'm going to get that cleaned up. But yeah. Alright, well, we got the every one of them out, not with the hydraulic aid, but didn't really have the right tool to go down while the arm on the hydraulic had been coming down to be able to hold one end down while trying to beat the other one out. But did go ahead and take a hammer to him. You know, I didn't want to do that, but you know, I don't think it hurt too bad. However, I'm going to go ahead and take a wire wheel and whatever to clean the hub up, and I'm probably going to paint it. I can't paint the tone ring, I think it might be called, around through here with that little black mark on it, but I will clean it up anyway and paint, you know, the mounting part of the hub and the part of the hub that the wheel will go over top of, or the rotor rather. And when I get that done, we're going to put the new ARP in every one of them, and I'll bring you back for that. And we're back now after a little bit of cleanup time. I'll probably clean up the knuckle a little bit too, and I've got to clean out the, I think, blue Loctite maybe, out of the caliper to hub thread. But yeah, I got that cleaned up right now. I had a ton of dirt in around the ring here. Got that cleaned up now, looking a whole lot better. And went ahead and cleaned up the caliper mounting bolt too, and the hub bolt. I cleaned the thread on them. There being the caliper, the hub bolt. I'll put Loctite back on them prior to putting everything back together. Alright, at the current point in time, we have gotten nearly three up to where they need to be. Alright, after a minor bit of delay, I did go ahead and bite the bullet and go ahead and buy the wow tool to be able to do that with. And what you will do with that, put it on right like that. And give me one moment here. Put it on like that with the chamfered end for the acorn of the load nut to go into. Put it on like that. Get that all the way down on there. Then you're good to go on that. If you have a longer deep well, or you know, whatever, to take up the gap that you need to pull it up onto the back of the flange for the back of the stud, you won't have that problem. But the tool will definitely be worthwhile, and they give you a lifetime warranty with that if you were to break it. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and get that hub put back on front right here, and I'll walk you through all the torque and putting that back in and everything like that. Alright, taking a look at the knuckle and your wheel bearing, your hub right there, and you got your bolt. You can probably tell on camera here, if I can get it to bring in, there we go, right there, that it did appear to have a little bit of Loctite on it. I'm going to go ahead and put Loctite on it, and the torque for that will be 98 pound-feet. Again, I'll have everything linked below for info if you need to write that down beforehand or whatever. But that'll be for that one, that one, that one, and that one. And again, I do recommend cleaning that area up. You have your tone ring right there. You definitely want that treated correctly. I had a ton of build-up and dirt around through there. I did clean the wheel hub up quite a bit. I didn't want to paint it due to the fact that I don't know how hot it'll get, but cleaned up now, you know, cleaner to make the back end of the wheel to, and to mount the flat part of that back up to the knuckle. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that put on here, and again, we are going to be putting a little bit of Loctite on the end part of the thread here for it to come through into the knuckle, and I'll bring you back after we do that. And for the part here toward the back of the fender, I hadn't really been able to get anything on there. I will try to turn the wheel to, you know, make it enough to where I can clear that bolt right there and the bolt right there, but you may have to kind of eyeball out the torque, you know, for doing it over here. I am going to do it in a top right, bottom left, top left, bottom right config pattern. That way, you know, you kind of get everything tightly down and everything that you can. But yeah, you want to do that kind of pattern like that, and I will bring you back after we get them tightened down. Okay, got our hub on here now. Again, the only two that you can really conveniently get with a torque wrench will be that top one here, the little one right there. You can do the back probably if you had a U-joint adapter, but it probably wouldn't do you a whole lot of good if you're trying to torque it down to whatever. I did the double wrench method for it until it felt right, but now we've got to put our little ABS or whatever kind of little thing here you might want to call it back into the, probably be cleaned up a little bit. I'll probably clean that a little bit here very quickly with a rag, dry rag, get all the dirt off of it and put it back in. Do that, you're going to take your little tiny bolt here and we turn and we have now gotten the brake caliper, the knuckle, torqued up, and we're practically good to go now, other than putting the wheel back on here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and we'll take a peek at it with the open lug on it. And right there you go, that'll be the way it'll look from now on with the open lug and everything. I kind of like that look more than your regular Acorn black lug nut or anything. Definitely. Yeah, I like that look a lot. But the only thing left to do now will be to completely mimic everything we did here over on the left, and then I'll get it on the ground and we'll take a look at it and talk about a future tire and wheel combo.